came back from my run. It was really good. If you guys are you don't have like money, if you're a broke student and you need something really fun to do in like a new city, just go for a run, honestly, and then take a bunch of like pictures on the way. That's what I did. I like taking pictures. Actually, check out my Instagram for that. Okay, so I'm ready and dressed. Let me show you guys what it looks like up front. This is it. Oh, it's better light here. And so this is my outfit. This is my bag. I'm just heading out because I am late for my Uber already. So I'll catch you guys at the conference.
ModelUN was established with a specific goal of promoting productive political debate. I believe that diplomats internationally should adopt these same goals, and I believe in this generation, our generation, will bring an era of productivity, success, and determination within the UN as a result. International politics is about progress, and I believe that a few small changes in mentality, the United Nations will embody that idea the way it does and the way it will continue to, and that is the UN that we should all envision. That is the international political dialogue that we should create, and I believe that we're not far off from being able to do this.
Today is 3 days later. It's almost coming to an end, and I have learned a lot about myself more than the conference. And so on the first day, no, on the other day, we went to the Supreme Court of Justice. And it was really interesting to sit in. We actually sat on one of the hearings for a suit, a $6 million suit against the banks actually. So that was pretty cool. But apart from that, my committee is International Court of Justice, and it's completely different from any of the other committees I've done in the past with ModelUN. And so I honestly went blank. I didn't really know what to do, and I freaked out so much. But I learned a lot about myself, is that, you know, when things don't go your way, there's always a way to bounce back. And it's always good to have a mission of what you want to accomplish. What I mean is that coming to this conference, my initial idea was to basically figure out what I want to do with my career, and if international law was still something of interest to me. And I started, instead of focusing on that mission, I wanted to be, you know, the very best. I wanted to get awards. I wanted to get all these things, when it's like literally my first time in this committee, and I chose it to challenge myself. And so when you're challenging yourself and in an uncomfortable position, it's not the places you're gonna get prizes all the time. And number two, I derailed from my initial goal, which is not the best. And so anyway, afterwards, yesterday, we had a social event. It was really good just to talk with other delegates and have fun. There wasn't much formality to it. And afterwards, I met with one of the justices, so the judges in my committee, and she's actually from Nunavut. I've never met someone from Nunavut, but this was the first time I met someone from Nunavut. And we worked on just researching and making a case till like 2-3 a.m. And that's what it's all about, you guys, really. And what I really learned is that when you mess up, it's usually, number one, not as bad as you think, and number two is like redefine, like, what is your mission? What are you actually striving for? Did you meet your own goals, or are your goals realistic? And number three is that there's always a way to bounce back. With your own redefinition of success, you are basically in control of your success, and you can really get a lot done once you are able to define it better. So always book a conference or book a hotel where you're gonna stay at a location close to a conference. Reason being that is that you do not have to spend so much money on traveling, number one, And number two, the places they usually have the conference, the hotel prices are a little bit higher. So a good place is like a Business Inn, sometimes hotels, hostels as well are pretty cheap. And so if you're on a student budget but you're trying to kill it at the same time, get yourself a different place than the venue.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in.
So yesterday went really great. We were able to do both our topics. One was on Iranian assets and the other one was with Equatorial Guinea versus France. Anyway, not to bore you guys with international law and things like that. I mean, I really learned a lot about international law, and it made me really question whether I wanted to go into it as a career. The good thing about trips like this or conferences is that in a very inexpensive way you can filter out what you want to do with your life or the kind of things that are your calling. Think about it. It's better to spend around $600, get a good experience, build your skills, like technical skills like debating and researching and things like that. And on top of that, you get to filter out whether you want to do a certain career for the rest of your life. I mean, it's better than going all throughout a certain career path only just to figure out at the very end that it's not what you really want to do, or it's not your calling per se. So I would suggest, this is why I do these trips, and because I also like traveling, number one, and number two, it helps me better find who I am as a person.
There's a crack in everything. That's how the light shines in. Accept your faults, accept your challenges, and let them shine as a beacon for others, so that you can help guide the leaders of tomorrow. This is what the United Nations is all about. This is what our committee is all about. And I hope that as individual human beings, we can find a way to work together, and find a way to take every obstacle in our way, flip the coin, and grant ourselves the most wonderful of opportunities.
So you're all probably wondering, like, what the heck is Smokey's poutine? If you're not Canadian, well, I guess if you're Canadian, you don't know what poutine is. I don't know what to say about that. But if you don't know what it is, it's basically just fries and cheese and you'll see, and gravy. And I'm just gonna show you what it looks like, or yeah, what it looks like. It's so good. Smokey's is the best poutine that I believe anyway is the best poutine. So I am now at the airport. It is literally 4 o'clock in the morning and I haven't slept yet. But here's another tip that I just remembered. When you're going to the airport, when you have your flight, always make sure to check in on your phone, on your laptop before, print your boarding pass and pay. Like, you literally save yourself so much time from standing in line. And like, I literally got to skip such a huge line right now because I've already done that. So all I have to do is drop my bag, which I hope is not oversized because I did a little bit of shopping, and by a bit I mean a lot. But yeah, make sure, like I said, to always check in on your phone or laptop before you get to the airport.